But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Back to Mixon on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The Bengals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Now Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is a pretty significant moment, a pretty cool moment. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards, and we might as well go ahead and measure for the gold jacket.
Make sure you measure it right, too. Make sure it fits perfectly when he walks out there for that ceremony. 50,000 yards in the NFL. Wow. Longevity, talent, a little bit of luck along the way, and a whole lot of people helping him get it done.
And some room to work. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
14. Hey, 0. Got it.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On 1, ready?
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 2.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
11.
Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 MT, 11.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On one, ready? 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
14.
Wilson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. First down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins, touchdown. T. Higgins, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Wilson. Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Wilson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 Thomas.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On one, ready? 11, 11, 11.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On one, ready?
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On second and 12, Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Hey,
Operating from the gun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll take it at the 42. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Gun. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On 1st down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Hey, 0-0-0.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to Mixon on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
11 empty. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
36 fouls. Block that. One block.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Gotta go. Let's go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps
11.
to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They give to Nick and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Eighteen. 14.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Fuck that.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Denver, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll sink now to 0-4.